Hello everyone, class 8. This is Rashid Khan from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar. Here we have to go through the chapter number 6, assessment and exercise, on which we have to discuss on. First one is given, page number 119. That is MCQs. And in this MCQ, the question number 1 is, which of the following will help the most in conservation of wildlife? First one is making stringent law, making numerous zoos, both A and B, none of the above. Making numerous zoos, option number B. So we'll have to do this first one, option B. Second, migratory birds fly for away areas during a particular time of the year. Which of the following conditions present in their habitat during at the same time are responsible for this behavior? Unavailability of a food, extreme weather conditions, overcrowding, lack of nesting areas. First and second, option number B. Second, option number B. This one. Third one, wild buffalo is an endangered species because its population is diminishing. It has become extinct. It is found exclusively in a particular area. Its poaching is strictly prohibited. Third A. Question number third A. Question number 4. Which one of the following changes may occur due to the desertification? Decrease in atmospheric temperature, increase in water holding capacity of the soil, increased chance of flood, conversion of fertile land into a desert. 4. Question number 4D. Question number 5. Which one of the following statement is true about the biosphere reserve? It is a protected area where the endemic species live. Hello student. Hope you will be fine. Here I am Rashid Khan, your science teacher from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, and now we will have to study the remaining remaining topics of chapter number 5, which is separation of the substances, in which there is a topic known as separating the liquid from the liquid. Separating the liquids from liquid as well. This is about separation. How we can separate the one liquid from another? How we can separate the one liquid from another? So there is some methods are given over there, in which we'll have to move through the different method or criteria. What are these? We have to just go through the two liquid. We have to divide it into the two liquid. There is a miscible liquid, and second one is immiscible. If we have to divide it into two type of a liquid, so we can easy to find out, or we can easy to we can differentiate in both in a proper manner. So here is some of the statement given as the sum of the liquid are soluble and soluble in water. Some of the liquid are soluble in water. They are said to be some of the liquid are soluble in water and some of other liquid which cannot not soluble in water. So we have to differentiate in between both, which they are soluble and which they are not soluble in water. So here we can go through those liquids which are soluble in water. So those liquids are soluble in water. So those liquids which are soluble in water, they are said to be what? Miscible. Those liquids are those liquids which are those liquids those liquids which are soluble in water are said to be miscible. Said to be miscible liquids. And those liquids which do not soluble, which are not soluble in water, are said to be what? Immiscible. The liquid which are soluble in water, they are said to be the miscible liquid, and the liquid which are not soluble in water is said to be immiscible liquids. What are the miscible and immiscible liquids are? What are the miscible and immiscible liquids are? Here are the some example: lime juice, vinegar, etc. Here is miscible. Lime juice, vinegar, these are the miscible. And immiscible liquids are oil floats on water, oil float on water. Why? Because this is immiscible. Petrol, oil, one example is oil. Second one is petrol. These are the example of immiscible These are the example of immiscible and miscibles are miscible liquids are vinegar and lemon juice or lime juice. Lemon juices or lime juices are the miscible. So here are, you can see the oil which are float over the surface of the water that are not soluble. Either it may be the petrol, this cannot be soluble. So these are the immiscible liquids. Immiscible liquids, the lemon juices, the vinegar, these are also the liquid. This can be known as miscible. Why? Because this can soluble in water. Here are some other terms given, that is solubility. Solubility and solution. Which we can say this one is soluble, solubility and solution. Here are some given terms given. The immiscible liquids are get separated from its the other liquid which are insoluble. Water can be separated by the funnel or might be whatever it is. The different type of a method we can separate both of them. Now here we have to move on the topic, that is solubility and solution. What is the solution and what are the solubility? First of all, solubility. Before going to study about the solubility, we'll have to know that the soluble substance, as we know that, which they dissolves in water. They are called as soluble substance. Soluble substance, they can be dissolved in water, and if it is dissolved, it can be added to the water as well. If a solid dissolved in a liquid, we can say this one is what? That is a solution. Or we can say when the solute and solvent added, this will form the solution. Or in a simple way, we can say when the solid dissolve in a liquid, then we can say this one is a solution. And if a solid get dissolved in water, then this one is called as a soluble. What are the soluble substance? When it is dissolved in water, it can easily get dissolved. Then it is called as this one is soluble. Which solid dissolved in is called solvent. The solid in which dissolve, that is called as solvent. What does it mean? Mean is that if there is a vessel on which we have to add in some amount of water, if we dissolve the water in some amount, what will happen? There is a substance which has to be dissolved. So, on which the solid is dissolved, any material is dissolved, then it is called, when this any material is dissolved in it, then it is called as what? In which it get dissolved, this one. In which it get dissolved. This one is called solvent. Any material, any substance which get dissolved, that is able to dissolving in it, this one is called as a solvent. And the substance which get dissolved is called as a solute. When the solvent dissolve the solute, we can say any substance which get dissolved in water, in which the solid is dissolved, this one is called the solvent. And the substance which get dissolved in, that is called as a solute. So we can say the salt is dissolved in water, the water is solvent, and the salt is solute. So here is the conclusion come forward. What are these? Here we can say, if it is salt, if this one is salt, if it is salt, and this one is water. So water is what actually? Water is solvent and salt is solute. And total, this is called as, completely whole it is called as a solution. Which type of a solution? Solution of water. Okay, we can continue this. So guys, you have seen solvent, solute and solution. In that concern, here are some of the different type of solvent, solute and solution. You can observe the salt solution, the sugar solution, the copper sulfate solution, the magnesium sulfate, whatever it is, the different type of a solution in which there are the solvent, solute, and when they two both are mixed together, that will form the solution as well. Here you can say the solution in which no more solute can be added. The solution in which no more solute substance can be added at the room temperature or the given temperature. If there is a solution in which no more solute substance can be added at the room temperature or the given temperature, so this one is called the solution. Which type of a solution? Saturated solution. Saturated solution. What are these? The saturated solution are those solutions in which the solute substance cannot be added more at room temperature or at given temperature. This one is called the saturated solution. Unsaturated solution is a solution in which you can add more and more solute to it at its given temperature or the room temperature. So, saturated and unsaturated solution. Here are the universal solution. What is the mean of universal solution? Universal solution is what? It is a water. Water is the universal solution. Sorry, universal solvent. This is not solution. Universal solvent. It is the universal solvent in which anything can be dissolved. The dissolvable material, whatever the dissolvable material, that can dissolve in water. Why? Because this one is called as the universal solvent. anything which are soluble or dissolved, they can be dissolved in water as well. Why? Because the water is said to be the universal solvent. Here, however, some things do not dissolve in it, dissolve in the water, and others only dissolve slightly. So they have different solubilities. Why? Because some of the substance which cannot be dissolved in water as well. So they are what actually? They are the insoluble in water. So they are said to be what? They are having the different solubility. Why? Because it cannot be soluble in water. So we have to move on the topic solubility. What do you mean by the solubility? Solubility is, what does it mean by the solubility? Solubility. Solubility of a substance is defined as solubility of a substance is measured as how well the solute can be dissolved in it. Or we can say also that the solubility of a substance is a measurement of solubility of the substance is the measure of how well it will dissolve in solvent. How well it is dissolved in solvent. Suppose if there is a salt, so it can dissolve in, if there is a salt, so it can dissolve in water. The solubility of salt is, you can say, depends on what? It can depend on the how much soluble or how well soluble the salt in water is, and this one is called its solubility. Solubility of the substance is measured to how well dissolve in solvent. How well dissolve means what? How well dissolve in a solvent. That means how much it can be dissolved. What are the amount of a dissolution takes place in it. So here is the soluble solvent, solute, and the solubility you have studied. Now the next is temperature and solubility. Temperature and solubility differs to